a knife review for you today. Today we're going to be taking a look at a Spyderco, as you can tell from the box. And it is the Spyderco Salt 1. I have it right here. Take it out of the box, put that to the side, and here's the knife. So first let's go over some specs on the knife. We have an overall length of 7 inches, closed length or handle length of 4 inches, blade length of 3. We have a blade steel of H1 and weight of exactly 2 ounces with an FRN handle material. So first off, you're probably wondering what this little attachment is on the back. This is actually a 550 paracord. I got this knife for a specific purpose. Went whitewater rafting a couple weeks back, and I wanted something I could take with me. I always like to have a knife on me. You never know when you're going to need a knife. So I went and got the Spyderco Salt 1 because of the rust resistant steel. It will not rust. We went whitewater rafting. It's one of the only Class 5 whitewater places on the East Coast, and this thing performed beautifully. We were rafting for a little over 5 hours. This thing was constantly being submerged in water, getting wet, and I even let it set overnight. Didn't wash it off, didn't clean it off, and there's not a speck of rust on this thing. So the H1 steel really does work. Really does work. But first off, let's finish talking while I had this on here. I had this tied onto the belt loop of my pants. Slide this through the belt loop and slide this through. And then I had this clipped to my pants. So just in case this were to come off, like unclipped from my pants, it'd still be attached to me. Even though I'd be dragging it along the bottom of the water. But it'd still be there. So that's why I have it on there. I might keep it on there for a little bit unless it starts getting annoying. But I still thought it was a pretty good idea. Let's get to the knife then. It does have FRN handles here. It has kind of, it's not the volcano texturing like the Delica has. It's kind of almost like a golf ball dimple texturing. And it worked really well when it was wet. Had a perfect grip, wasn't slipping at all. So that really does help. And you can see there is a little landing hole back here that the 550 cord fits through perfectly. Not a problem. On the back is the pocket clip. Nice black pocket clip. Very easy to get on off. I think the tension is perfect on this clip. It's not too much, but it stays in your pocket nice and secure. You could swap this to the opposite side if you want, but this is only a tip up carry. You can't put it tip down. The pivot as well as this one point right here are riveted in, so there is no adjustment, which isn't a problem unless you like to make the adjustment yourself where you have to send it back to Spyderco. I have had no problems with the riveted pivots at all. No up and down, no side to side play. I actually have more problem with the Delica or the Endura that have the adjustable pivot than I do with the riveted ones. So just a little thought there. When you open the knife, it comes out nice and fast. You can flick it out, or you can just go nice and slow and open it up. Either way, it's nice and smooth opening. You can see here I got a 3/4 serrated edge and a little plain edge tip here. I figured if I'm on the water, I'm more likely to need to cut rope or whatever, and serrations are gonna go through it nice and quick. So I went with that. I don't usually like serrations on my knives, but I will make an exception for this guy. Just it's a purpose knife. It has a specific purpose. So I thought that suited the situation. See it's stamped on here Spyderco H1, and on the back Seiki City, Japan. So also has a very nice large opening hole. You can get a good portion of your thumb in there, make it really easy to open. It is a lockback, nice and smooth closing. can close with one hand if you want to. It works perfectly. After what I'd went on the whitewater rafting trip, I did EDC this for a week, and just it worked like any other one of my EDC knives perfectly. You can use this for water, or you can use it as an EDC. I will say you are limited with what you can cut with this, simply because of the serrations. I used the plain edge for almost everything that I cut, and if you do that for an extended period of time, you are going to wear this down significantly. So I think I'm still going to leave this just as a purpose-built knife for anything I'm doing outdoors, wet, water, that kind of stuff. This is a knife I'll take. So this is just, you know, my adventure knife, I guess you could say. But overall, a great little knife from Spyderco. They use the Delica model, the handle and the blade shape here, and just made it H1 steel. So they took a great design and added even more to it. So I don't see how you can go wrong with that. So thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you next time.